your stomach starts to feel a little different, like right now, getting ready for a game, it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, that means that competition with somebody else is here, and that's how I feel. I think where we're at right now is we're spending so much time trying to learn what it takes to play and how we want to play versus exactly what's going to be most efficient for us. So we're really trying to find what our identity is going to be. We know what we're working on. I know what we're behind on. I know how far we're behind in those different situations. They don't, because they're spending a lot of time trying to figure out, how to get through each practice, how to become more efficient, become more effective, how to play with one another. And the one thing that we're really, really behind on is how much we play, how much we scrimmage. And because we've really needed to get an understanding of spacing, we've really, really worked hard on our footwork. I hope it starts to show up. I think we've worked hard on our ball handling and driving, but I'm hugely afraid that tomorrow night with a team like this, with Valdosta State that was 5th in the country in Division II last year in points efficiency, that it could be a track meet. We just don't want it to be a turnover fest. And that's what we've got to work through that, because there's no way we can turn the ball over the way we did last year and have success. But we can't miss open shots like we did either. So those are the kind of things we've got to brace for down the road. But right now we've got to learn what it takes to play with one another, how to string possessions together, play through fatigue, try to eliminate as much trying to make something happen that's not there, and try to make the next pass, try to make the next play, try to make the right play, try to get that understanding, and knowing that we're behind in a lot of that situational basketball. But I'm glad we have a couple weeks before we start our regular season. But glad to have an opportunity to play. These guys are efficient. Like I said, they were phenomenal and point efficiency last year. Had a very, very good season. Played very fast on offense. I don't know all the things that they'll have in. They have a myriad of plays inside of their playbook. They lost some really good guards, but they've also added some good guards. And Clay is back, and I think he can really play. They're very good and very adept at drawing fouls, which is scary for such a young team like this, because we're trying to learn how to play hard. If there's one thing we haven't done either, we haven't brought the referees in as early, because we're trying to learn how to compete and play hard. We're not trying to learn how to foul, but we're trying to learn how to play through physicality, compete, and keep going. So we're going to be at the mercy of how good our coaches and GAs have been officiating practice. But I'll open it up to questions. Go ahead.
In exhibition games like this, how many different combinations do you typically like to see?
I'm not sure. I'm really not. I'm not sure, again, who's going to start. We have 15 guys. It could be hard to do that. I'm not sure. Some of that is going to go on feel inside of the game. I'll break up the groups. I've been doing a lot of 3-5-man groups, and the majority of the stuff that we've done, with the exception of when we scrimmage. Today I'll mix the teams up all together again. The one thing that we're trying to do, because I know if we don't start to do it, we're going to get real behind on it, and it's part of what we've recruited these guys for, is to really get a level of versatility with them. So we try to put them in different situations. We have what we call our leopard offense, and our leopard offense is basically, the leopard changes its spots, right? Like, we're a spot team. We're not you're the 5-man, you're the 2-man, it's you're in the 2 spot, you're in the 5 spot. The point guard is a little bit different, but other than that, it's very much spot oriented. So we're trying to teach guys in the concept of offense a lot of different places to be over the last week and a half. But for the majority of our time, we've been trying to learn how to play. How to play in spacing, how to cut, move without the ball, not let the ball stick in an area, and really, really get guys, because it doesn't matter how many new players you have. Moving without the ball, moving the ball in a timely fashion, on time and on target with your passing, being ready to shoot, those things take time. Now I add the fact that we have 9 freshmen and a newcomer in Donnell Gresham, who's pretty adept at those things, but we have 9 freshmen that have to learn how to do that. And so combination-wise, I'm not sure. It's going to be a lot of, let's see how it's going.
Have you ever